What is going on? So right now I'm in Mexico, as you can see with the green shit behind me. But basically, this video is going to be going over basically the acquisition method behind my 480K a year business software company. So I'm going to be sharing what I actually use to get clients, how I got clients, the whole cold email system, because obviously I run a cold email business and I use cold email to get the majority of my clients. Now, what's very interesting about this is there's actually two key ways that I do get clients. I'm going to show these basically two ways on this video, right? Now, it's not as simple as you might think, but if you run any business similar to mine or even any agency, you can definitely take this and use it yourself, right? It's very easy to replicate. So do that. Let me know how it goes also. So just to show you the first bit of it is obviously cold email. So for this, I'm using Instantly. This was a campaign we ran in the past. We got a 0.5% positive reply rate. What that means is for every 200 leads, 200 emails we send out, we get a positive reply, right? Now, the way we done this was very interesting, right? It was very, very interesting. So we basically cracked the code here in, when was it? September, end of September. We started doing it then. And up until now, we are basically doing something very similar. This is how we're acquiring customers, right? Now, it doesn't matter if you want a software company, if you want a coaching business or an agency, this works, all right? And it never will stop working. I can't see it ever stop working, right? It's insane how it works, right? So first of all, the first sort of variant of campaign that I'll typically run is because I have a bit of a brand on Twitter. I have 16,000 followers on Twitter. I'm posting that's going viral pretty much every day, every second day. 500K views, 16K views. That was 2 days ago. 300K views. I go viral pretty regularly, right? 400K views. There was a big one, 5.3 million views. So the point is that I have a brand on Twitter, right? There's 16,000 people who follow me. There is hundreds of thousands of people who like my posts, and they're all interested in cold email. If they weren't, they wouldn't be liking my shit, right? They wouldn't follow me. So what I do is, and this can work for any brand, if you have a brand on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and even keep this in mind, even if you don't have a brand, I'm also going to explain how I would do this if I didn't. So, obviously stay tuned for that. But because I have a brand, what I'll do is I'll go to a tool, because I'm on Twitter, go to a tool like tweetscraper.io, right? Very simple. And I will scrape all of my followers, first of all, and scrape everyone who likes my posts, right? And the reason I'll do that is because they're already interested in cold email. They're already interested in what I talk about. They already know my face. They know who I am. They love me. The reason they love me is because I teach them cold email. And I grow their businesses for free by teaching them cold email on these, content platforms, right? And what that gets me is a lot of authority and a lot of social proof. Easy, okay? Now, the point here is that what we're doing is we're scraping these leads and putting them into a cold email campaign, sending them cold emails with my offer, and the reply rate is in fucking insane. It's even better than 0.5% positive reply rate. It's like a 1% positive reply rate. All right, so for every 100 emails we send, we get one positive reply. For every 3 positive replies, we'll typically book in at least one meeting. All right, so that just tells you that this is fucking crazy. One meeting for every 300 emails sent. We send out anywhere between 5 to 10,000 cold emails a day. The power in this is out of this fucking world. Okay, it is crazy. A lot of people will use ads, will use Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs. But if you can do something like this, and if you have a brand especially, why not just use this as your main acquisition channel and book a fuck ton of calls, like a fuck ton of calls, like a crazy amount of calls. I think last year we booked 2,500 sales calls just from this. All right. Now, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. But anyway, that's how I would do it if I had a brand, right? Which I do. If you don't have a brand, there also is another way of doing it. And this is what we're getting a 0.5% positive reply rate for. So instead of booking a meeting for every 300 emails sent, we're booking a meeting for every 600 emails sent, or 600 leads receiving an email. Okay. So it's not as good, but man, it is fucking just as good, right? Because if you have those metrics, you can then scale. right? You can then start off with 2,000 emails a day, you're booking 3 calls a day, right? You go to 6,000 emails a day, you're booking 10 calls a day. No, that doesn't make sense. Something like that. Anyway, yeah. If you have 6,000 emails a day, you're booking 10 calls a day, right? You go to 12,000 emails a day, you're booking 20. You get the point. So it's extremely scalable, right? It's not the easiest to do, it's not the cheapest to do, but it is super, super scalable. Well, it's a lot cheaper than ads in terms of cost per book call. So it really depends what way you're looking at it. So the way I do it is I will scrape leads from, or I will basically get domains of leads. I'll get these from anywhere, right? You can get domains anywhere. I personally target marketing agencies. So I will get domains off of maybe Apollo or LeadRocks, or even just find a huge database that I have somewhere lying in my Google Drive. I will get those leads. I'll put them into a clay table. Now I'm not going to show you that clay table because that is the actual sauce, right? That is the shit that people pay me $5,000-$6,000 a month for. Okay, so I'm not going to show you that. But what I will show you is the scripts, right, and sort of how we do it. So basically, first of all, let me see. Let me get an easier one. So, right. The point here is that there is personalization in here. All right. Now, not every email is going to be the same. Actually, no 2 emails are going to be the same. Right. So what we do first is we go to Clay and we get one of Brad's clients' names. Right. So Brad has a domain, equinox.com or something. We'll use that domain to find one of his clients. So we'll go on, or Clay will go onto their website and find one of their clients, find one of their case studies. Right. Easy. Personalization. The subject line is Lighthouse Entertainment your client. If they read that subject line and they're not like, how the fuck did he find that? Or how does he know who my client is? He knows that this is not an automated cold email because of that, right? And if they thought it was a cold email, even AI personalization, they probably still would read it because it's interesting. All right. So open rates there, we don't even track open rates because it affects deliverability. But open rates there, first of all, are instantly through the roof. Second of all, hi Brad, I was just looking through the results you got for Lighthouse Entertainment. Launching that brand mark for Avatar is impressive. So it's a first-line personalization. He thinks I wrote this myself because, it's good. Hope this isn't too far forwards, but if we could book you 30 to 45 meetings each month with prospects similar to Lighthouse Entertainment, would you be open to hearing more? Just reply with yes and I'll send more details. Best, James Shields, founder for Awesome Mail, sent from my iPhone. Boom. Okay. Like that is the script that fucking works. And I use this to obviously grow my company to 480K in annual recurring revenue. You can use this to grow your agency, grow your software company. But obviously it's not as easy said than done. If you want me to send out 2 to 5 or even 10,000 cold emails a day for your agency on a complete done for you basis, I'm going to leave my Calendly link in the description below if you want me to do this for you. Everything done for you. We also have guarantees in there too, so you're not risking anything. If you want that, book in a call and we can chat, see if it's a fit for you. So other than that, let me know how it goes. If you want to try it yourself, if you're brave enough to try it yourself, let me know how it goes. Any questions, reach out to my Instagram. I'll leave that also in the description. But for now, that's going to be it. Let's have a fucking blessed day. And yeah, let's crush it.